What's up guys, this is Yasa. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasa's FitFrag. Today I'm going to talk about another release from the EMIR series, which is again a subset of Paris Corner fragrances, and this time it is also a clone of Louis Vuitton fragrance. I'll quickly start with the presentation. So it comes in this sort of an outer box. You see the Paris Corner hologram sticker here. It's an eau de parfum 100 ml. It's Lieu d'Esport Arena. So Lieu d'Esport series also has 3 to 4 other fragrances. This is Arena. I've heard they also have the clone of Ombre Nomade, which I believe is named as Ambre or Ombre, I'm not very sure. This is Arena, which is another inspired version of Louis Vuitton. Now inside this, you get this little hard cardboard sort of a box, cylindrical shape, very nice presentation. This is where the bottle sits inside, and the bottle is absolutely beautiful. It just looks like Louis Vuitton designs. Okay, the cap design is also very similar to Louis Vuitton, and the color of the bottle is also very similar to Louis Vuitton. And this is an inspired version of Les Sables Roses, which is the actual name of Louis Vuitton. Now, if you are not a lover of rose fragrance at all, then you are not going to like this one. But that doesn't mean that this is a typical women's jammy rose sweet sort of a fragrance. This is definitely not like that. It starts off with a nice smoky, peppery, dark rose. So it's definitely not completely on the feminine side. It has a very nice middle take to it. So it leans both masculine and feminine. So I would completely say this is unisex, because the rose here is not overly sweet. It's not jammy. It is smoky. It is peppery. It is dark. So it is very mysterious. Smells very luxurious as well. Definitely not something for the summers that I would recommend, not even during the night time, because this is going to smell really nice in the cooler weathers, or if you spend your time in air-conditioned setup. So definitely check this one out if you are into that sort of spicy rose, dark, a little bit of pepperiness there. In the dry down, you also get some woody note, which is a take on agarwood, but I would definitely not say there is real oud here, because if it was there, it would have smelled animalic, and some people wouldn't have liked this. So there is nothing of that sort where people are not going to like this one, but it all depends on whether you have taste towards rose fragrances. I actually love rose fragrances as long as it has that masculinity vibe in it. So this, like I said, is definitely unisex. There's nothing feminine about it. So I like this one, but not my favorite rose-based fragrance, because you have Zurge of More Than Words inspirations, which I have spoken about, likes of Lux Oud. There is Armenia. There is Zurge of More Than Words from Perfume Depot. So all these are something which I would put above this one, because here it has that saffron sort of a feel, a bit of ambery. So it goes a little Middle Eastern, but not completely Middle Eastern. So overall formulation, I wouldn't say that I like it better than the Zurge of More Than Words DNAs, the inspirations which I have mentioned. I would put this right behind that, but still good to have fragrance. Now coming to the performance, it's not a loud fragrance. Generally rose, saffron, amber, woody sort of fragrances are very, very loud. This one is not like that. It plays very calm. It is subtle, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't perform at all. It does perform about 7 to 8 hours, but it is not a loud and screaming fragrance. It stays quite closer to your skin right from the start. So you can expect the projection about 1.5 hours for about 1.5 feet, not beyond that, because that's what I noticed when I tested. So it's a very sophisticated, matured man's fragrance, I would say. It's good for close encounters, not the best for outdoors. If you're somebody who wants your fragrance to scream in the outdoor occasion, this is not that kind of fragrance, but best suited for indoors. Very classy. It is not going to smell cheap at all. This costs around 2,000 is what I remember, closer to that, 1,800 or maybe 2,000. but smells really fantastic, guys. If you are into dark rose sort of fragrance, very classy, but I would still say that the Urge of More Than Words DNAs, the inspirations, are my first favorite when it comes to rose fragrance. This I would put behind that. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in case you have tried this. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Cheers.